Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung chapter 2 sa ating Mathematics of the Modern World. So ito na yung lesson 4 para sa ating Mathematics of the Modern World playlist. So naalala nyo, ang pinag-usapan natin sa lesson 1, 2, and 3 is Fibonacci, arithmetic, and geometric progression. So now, let's move on dun naman sa function. So again, hindi tayo nag-start dun sa very basic part ng function. So, kasi alam ko na napag-aralan siya during Gen Math or what. So, actually, grade 10 pa lang din na pag-aaralan na ibang bagay. Okay, so that's why nag-move na ako papunta dito. Okay, so now let's proceed sa ating lesson 4. So, we have the logarithmic and exponential function. So, again, familiar na rin siguro kayo sa mga logarithm or sa logarithmic function and exponential function. So, again, magkaiba ang equation sa function. Okay, so again, magkaiba ang equation sa function. So, ang function is a relation, ang equation is a statement. Okay, so again, paano statement, sir? So, kasi siya ay parang tawag dito. So, may equality something dun, no? So, ito ka na, no? Lagay ko na dito. So, sinabing function natin, guys. So, that is, for example, f of x is equal to x plus 1. Pag sinabi equation, we have x plus 1 is equal to 0 or something. Okay? Yes, pare silang merong equal sign, but the thing is, si f of x ay nakadepende sa value ng yung value ng x plus, yung f of x ay nakadepende sa value ng x. So, for example, nagset ako ng value ng x na 1, 2, 3, 4. So, for example, 1 yan. So, magiging x plus 1. So, 1 plus 1, that is 2. Kung 3 yan, that is 2 plus 1. Kung 3 yan, that is 3 plus 1. Okay? So, meaning may series of range or something, may mga pinagkukuha na ng value, and that what we call domain. Now, yung lumalabas na result is what we call the range. Okay, then, dito naman sa equation, may specific value. Yung x plus 1 is equal to 0. Hindi yan natin pwedeng palitan si x plus 1 ng, palitan ko sa x ng 2. Palitan ko sa x ng 3. Hindi ganun. So, may specific value siya. Kumbaga, conditional statement siya or conditional equation na may lalabas na, kung isolve mo muna, then saka lang lalabas yung true value ng isang missing nung variable na kailangan. Okay, so yun yung pinagkaiba nilang dalawa. Unlike dito, marami tayong pwedeng gawin. So that's why si function yung marami talagang application sa word o sa real life situation. Okay, so hoping na nagkaroon ka ng kahit papaano mga konting insights about it and na recall mo ano yung pinagkaiba nung dalawa. Okay, so now let's move on to function. So meron tayong tinatawag na one-to-one function. So meron tayong one-to-one, yung biconditional function. So, bijection function. So I don't know kung napag-aralan siya, pero once yung function is a one-to-one correspondence rather. So once siya ay one-to-one correspondence, ibig sabihin lang niya, siya ay may inverse. So, pwedeng kunin yung inverse ng function. Pero may mga function na hindi pwede kunin yung inverse. That is, whenever the function is 1 to many or many to 1. So, actually, hindi natin consider na function ang many to 1. Okay, so, tandaan to may mga classification para maging function So, hindi ko naman siya gustong isingit na dito kasi baka malito kayo. Again, iniinaano ko lang. Kumbaga, nire-recall ko lang kayo dun sa pinagkaiba o dun sa mga parts ng function. Pero, let me know if may ask kayo about dun. So, kung gusto mo may liwanagin kayo na dapat natutunan nyo dati, pwede ko naman ituro. Okay, now let's move on sa ating topic for today. And this is the logarithmic function. So, ano nga bang logarithm or logarithmic? So, a logarithmic is another name for an exponential. No, so another name siya for an exponential. So, ano ibig sabihin lang? Ibig sabihin ng logarithm, hindi siya something na nakirelate lang. Kasi nabasa may log, so ln, so kung may nakita ka na-encounter ka na equation or tama equation na gano'n, na nakalagay log base of 2 of x, parang gano'n. Tapos sabay, yun ay hindi basta-basta kinrelate lang na something na nag-exist na lang sa mundo. Okay, no, may pinanggalingan siya, which is the exponential function. Okay, so exponential function naman is, siya yung type ng function na kung saan yung mga variable ay nasa exponent. Ayan na, yun yung type ng function na yung mga variable ay nasa exponent. Tandaan yan. Okay, so now, in general, if a number n, so by the way, kulay blue yung gamit ko, no? So naubusan kasi ako ng black na ink. Okay, so sana makita nyo pa rin. So if a number n, so n yan is expressed as some power of b. So at some power of b. And sabi niya is for b greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. So ano ibig sabihin? B greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. So pwedeng mga decimal something dun sa greater than 0. So kunyari 0.01, 0.2, 0.3, 0.999 pero bawal yung 1. Tapos, pwede pa rin yung 1.01, 1.02. So, again, yun yung restriction ng B. Now, by the equation, n is equal to b raised to x. So, ano sabi niya? Kung meron daw ako number n, na kaya kong i-express as b, as some power of b, so raised to something. So, yung power ng b is denoted by x. So, ito yung tinatawag na exponential. So, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. So, zoom ko lang konti para makita nyo, no? Ayan, no? So b raised to x exponential yan. So yung number b daw is kaya siyang express as b raised to x. Then the exponent x is the logarithm. So again, the exponent x is the logarithm of the natural number n to the base b. Okay, that is. So ngayon, ang mga pwedeng gawan lang ng logarithmic function is yung mga number. So yung mga number na kaya kong i-express as a power of b, as base b raised to something x variable. Okay, so for example, sample nitong part na to is meron akong 4. Okay, so alam ko na yung 4 pwede kong gawin ganito, 2 raised sa 2. So yan, pwede ko siya ay valid na pwede kong gawin na exponential function. So ngayon, huwag mo i-close yung mindset mo na okay, so ibig sabihin yung mga nire-raise lang, kunyari 2 raised to 4, sagot yung 16, yun ang mga pwede. No, pwede rin yung mga may decimal. Again pwede rin yung mga may decimal. So example tayo ng may decimal, no? Kunyari meron tayo 1.01 raised sa 2. Okay, so kunyari may 1.01 raised sa 2 tayo. So dito sa side niya, no? So 1.01 raised sa 2 is equal to okay, nag ano pa, 1.01 times 1.01. Okay, that is 1.0. So this is simply 1.0201. Okay, so pwede rin siya di-express as logarithmic function. Okay, so again, huwag nyo i-close yung mindset nyo sa whole number lang siya dapat nag-exist so pwede rin siya sa mga decimal, pwede rin actually sa mga function, fraction rather. Okay, so ito yung ating rule, no? So we have logarithm of base b, logarithm of n base b. Again, yun yung basa, logarithm of the number n, or logarithm of n to the base b is equal to x. So whenever ito yung nakikita mo, ito yung logarithmic expression or logarithmic counterpart nung exponential function, which is b raised to x is equal to n. So now, pansinin nyo paano siya ginawa, no? So again, may pattern lang siya. Kung napansin nyo, yung x sa kabilang part o sa right side is naging base, naging exponent dun. So ano nangyari? Yung base na yun, di ba, logarithm of the number n to the base b. So yung b na yun, siya yung base sa pagdating sa exponent, tapos magiging exponent yung nasa right side. Okay, then equal part na yung ating n. Ayun yung magiging example. So for instance, itong part na to, no? So ano yung counterpart na ito sa logarithm? Ay, sorry, may mga tunog ako dyan. Ito ay magiging, kung napansin mo, ito yung b raised to x, no? So ito yung b raised to x sa atin, yung 2 raised to 2. Okay, so magiging logarithm to the base 2 of 4 is equal to 2. Kung tama ako ng aking pagkakaintindi. Yes, tama. Okay, so again yung b na yon, yung base na to na yan, siya yung magiging base ng logarithm, tapos yung 4 na yon, siya yung magiging logarithm of 4 to the base 2 is equal to 2. Saan galing yung 2? Yung exponent. Okay, so ito naman, kung gagawin natin logarithm, so this is just logarithm of 1.01, no? Logarithm of 1 po. So kung napansin mo lang, ito yung 4, no? Kumbaga, itong 2 na to, binaba ko lang dun. So ito naman to, itong 2 na to, baba ko lang to dito. This is logarithm base 2. So yung 2 na yung binaba. Tapos ito ay 1.0201 is equal to 1.01. Okay, so ganun siya kasimple. Okay, so now let's have a further example para dyan, para mas mag-gets nyo. So let's have an exponential form dito. So ito yung exponential form, ito yung ating logarithm form. So magbibigay ako ng exponential sa logarithm both side. Okay, so ano ba yan, no? So for example, meron tayong 2 raised to x para dito. So for instance, meron tayong 2 raised to x is equal to 8. Again ha, x lang yung nilagay ko. So anong gagawin natin? So paano siya i-convert sa logarithm? So sa logarithm, ano mangyayari? Yung 2 na yan, yung may exponent na yan, yung base doon, so alam niyo yung exponent, no? Yung number na may exponent, yung 2 doon is yung number 2 na yan yung base. Yung nasa taas exponent niya. Okay, so yung number na yan, siya yung magiging base natin. So that is simply logarithm to the base 2 nung 8 is equal to x. Okay, sana clear tayo dyan. So next is, sana pa tayo, no? So for example, meron tayong 32 raised sa 1 over 5 is equal to 1/2. Okay, so paano ulit yun? So ito yung base, ito yung magiging base, no? So 2 raised, kung napansin mo, 2 raised to x naging base 2. So ito magiging base to 32. Tapos ito yung ating magiging equal part, yung negative 1/5. So ang mangyayari, this is just logarithm to the base 32 nung 1/2 is equal to negative 1 over 5. Okay, so ganoon siya kasimple. Now, meron tayong tinatawag na natural logarithm. So hindi ko na didiscussan siya ng galing or what, kasi galing siya sa, nakalimutan ko yun, Napierian something. So kay John Napier. So marami na siyang further discussion about doon, no? So meron kasi tinatawag na ln. So ang tawag diyan is natural logarithm. So, anong ginagawa ng natural logarithm na yan? Yung ln na yan, equivalent lang naman siya sa, so again, yung ln na yan, equivalent siya sa logarithm to the base e. Okay, so once nakita mo na ln, ibig sabihin siya ay logarithm base e. Tandaan mo yan. So once may nakita kang ln, that is simply logarithm base e. So for example, meron tayo ditong ln 4 is equal to assuming x. So paano natin siya gagawin exponential? So magiging exponential siya. So alam natin na yung logarithm, yung ln is just logarithm base e of 4 is equal to x. Tapos ano mangyari? That is e raised to x. So simply this is just e raised to x is equal to 4. Okay, so sana clear tayo dyan. Now, may mga logarithm naman na meron tinatawag naman tayo na log. So ito naman is yung common logarithms. Sir, ano naman yung common logarithm? Ito yung mga logarithm na kung saan walang nakasulat sa base. Okay, so kung may napansin ka, walang nakasulat sa base, ibig sabihin nun, fix siya na logarithm base 10. So ang tawag sa kanila ay common logarithm. Okay, so another example. So for instance, we have logarithm of 4 is equal to y. So aware tayo na may base 10 yan. So siya ay common logarithm. So may base 10 siya. So therefore, this is just 10 raised to x. So 10 raised to y is equal to 4. Ayun yung kanyang equivalent. So again, so hoping na we are clear about it sa mga types of logarithm. So again, exponential to logarithm to exponential ay kayang-kaya nyo na. So now, let's move on sa ating properties of logarithm. Then let's have further example para dito. So I don't know kung gaano katagal tong video na to, pero hoping na mag-stay ka pa para maintindihan mo yung topic natin. So now, let's have the properties of logarithm. So we have 3 basic properties. Actually, napakarami na ito, pero I think enough na tong tatlo to explain lahat ng mga bagay na kailangan natin dito, no? So ang una natin is the product rule. So sir, paano nasabing product rule? So whenever we have, so ito yung unahin ko. So whenever we have logarithm of x to the base b plus logarithm of y to the base b, pwede daw natin silang pagsamahin. So napansin mo, no? So nangyari, as long as parehas sila ng base, ano na mangyari pag plus? Pag plus, that is yung x and y, mag-multiply. Okay, then, counterpart lang din na, if ever nakakita ko ng logarithm base b, tapos xy, pwede ko rin siyang paghiwalayin. That is, logarithm b, logarithm of x base b plus logarithm of y base b. So, ayan yung pinasabi niyan. So, again, ito ay parang rule lang siya. Kung may nakita kang product, pwede mong paghiwalayin as long as, so, sabagay, same naman yung base nun. So, kung meron ka naman nakitang dalawa na plus, so, pwede mo naman siyang pagsamahin. Okay? So, next is logarithm of x over y to the base b is equal to logarithm of x raised to the base b minus. So kanina sa product naging plus. So sa division or sa quotient, that is minus. Okay, then syempre una pa rin ko sino yung unang variable, siya yung mauna dito. Okay, then minus logarithm of y base to the base b. Okay, now yung pangatlo naman is napaka-importante. So whenever meron naman tayong nakitang logarithm of x raised to y to the base b, ano nang mangyayari? Yung naka-exponent sa taas, pwede siyang bumaba, pero sa unahan ng logarithm. So, kung basta may exponent yung ating number sa loob, yung x na yan, may exponent siya, pwede natin siyang ibaba, automatic. Okay, so I think, pwede tayo mag-example about dito, no? So, for example, meron akong logarithm to the base 2 of x plus logarithm to the base 2 of y, then minus 2 logarithm to the base 2 of z. Okay, so paano natin siya i-simplify? So nilagyan ko na ng parenthesis So using yung ating first rule, so nakita ko na merong sum. So check nyo muna kung pare-pares sila ng base. So kung titignan mo, parehas naman ng base, so pwede natin siya, possible siya. So para sa una, napansin nyo na parehas sila dito. So, since parehas ng base, copy na natin yung logarithm to the base 2. Then, the product rule, kasi plus yan, so this is x times y. Sorry, parehas per example. Then, minus, kung napansin nyo, ito yung rule na yan, yung number 3. 2 log of z base 2. So, 2 log of z base 2. So, kung napansin mo, pag yung y, pwede rin siya iangat. So, iaangat ko na lang siya sa z. So, this is just logarithm of z raised to 2 to the base 2. Okay, now next is, kung napansin mo, pasok tayo sa quotient, no? So since minus na yung gitna, ano mangyayari? Magiging, dahil sa same yung base, ito ay just equal lang sa logarithm to the base 2 ng x times y all over z raised to 2. So ito yung kanyang simplified form. Okay, so hoping na nag-gets mo lahat about dito sa ating properties. So, sorry, hindi ko na masyadong dinadamihan yung example kasi importante naman talaga dito yung application. Okay, so now let's move on sa mga further example, paano gagawin to. So, I think lagyan ko to ng guhit para makita nyo saan yung hati. Okay, so next, lagyan ko ng konti, no? Yan. So, we have the example, so apply natin yung properties of logarithm to evaluate the following. So para makita natin ano ba yung value na itong mga part na to. Okay, so now find the value of the logarithm. So actually since walang base, alam na yan, that is common logarithm. So alam natin na siya ay base 10. So find the value of logarithm square root of 0.001 to the base 10. Okay, or common logarithm. So, pwede natin siyang banggitin as ganun. Okay, so now, aware kayo, no? So, sulit ka lang, no? So, we have logarithm is square root ng 0.001. Okay, so now, una, aware ka ng square root ay, for example lang, no? For example, meron akong square root of 2. Ito ay pwedeng isulat as 2 raised to 1 half. Kasi, ang index ng square root ay laging 2. Okay, so again, so I think naalala mo naman to sa inyong senior high school or sa grade school, no? So whenever meron tayong cube root of 3, that is simply 3 raised to 1/3. So paano po nakuha yung 1? Meron kasing naka-raise na 1 dito, imaginary 1. Yan. So for example, meron tayong 4th root of 2 raised to 3. So 4 root of 2 raised to 3. So simply yung base na 2, so this is just 2 raised sa 3 over 4. So napapansin nyo yung index dito, lagi siyang nagsaserve as denominator. So wala nga lang yung 2. So hindi lang siya baseable. Pero fixed siya. So meaning, yung square root na to, pwede natin siyang palitan as raised to 1/2. So mangyari, this is just logarithm of 0.001 raised to 1/2. Okay, now, using property 3, so napansin mo na may nasa taas, baba natin. So this is just equal sa, yung 1/2 bababa dito, then this is 1/2 logarithm of 0.001. Okay, so now, meron din tayong rule dati sa ating, kunyari, meron akong 0.001. Okay, so for example, gusto ko siyang gawing base 10. Okay, so para may makancel tayo dito. No? So, kasi may papakilala akong bagong rule. So, gusto ko siyang gawing base 10. Paano base 10? So, parang lalagyan ko siya na exponent. So, kung napansin nyo, di ba, meron dito movement. So, 1, 2, 3. So, pag minove ko ng ganun, tatlong beses, that is 1 times raised to 10 negative 3. Pero, imumove ko pa ng isa. Okay, so ano mangyari? Magkakaroon dito ng imaginary 0. Okay, so lalagay ko dito yung 10. Tapos ilang move? No? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4. That is negative 4. Pag naka-decimal. Pero pag ganito naman, kunyari 10,000, paano naman siya? Mula dito sa dulo, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 lang. Tatlo lang. So that is simply 10 raised to positive 3. Okay, so hoping na clear tayo sa bagay niyan. So again, sir, bakit 10? So gusto ko kasi 10 kasi common logarithm. So pwede naman actually 1, no? Kaso 1 times 10 raised to negative 4. 1 times 10 raised to negative 3 din yun eh. Okay, so I think better na yung ganyan. So since alam natin ay 0.001 is equivalent sa 10 raised to negative 4, kasi yun yung target natin. I think, no? So, ay hindi, sorry guys. So, 10, I think pwede na dito yung ano eh. Sorry. 10 raised to negative 3 lang. No? So, delete nyo yun. So, ulit 0.001. So, bilang lang 1, 2, 3. Okay, so since tatlo, that is simply equivalent sa 1 times 10 raised to, ilang ikot? 1, 2, 3, tatlo. 10 raised to negative 3. So, 1 times 10 raised to negative 3 is simply 10 raised to negative 3. Okay, so equivalent lang to sa 0.001. So verify din natin sa calculator para tama tayo ha. Check natin, no. What is 10 raised to negative 3? Ay, piloso pong calcul. So, nakakapiloso po. So ikot na lang no, 1, 2, 3. So that is 10, 0.001. Napakapiloso po ng calculator ko. Sorry, ang epic fail, no. So this is just equivalent sa equal sa 1/2 logarithm 10 raised to negative 3. Okay, next is same rule, no? Bababa natin yung negative 3 kasi nasa taas ulit siya na exponent. So this is just 1/2 multiplied by negative 3, then logarithm to the base 10 of 10. Okay, now, pasok tayo sa bagong rule. So whenever meron kang nakita na logarithm of b to the base b, this is simply equal sa 1. Pag nakita mo na yung variable is parehas doon sa base, equivalent sa 1. So ngayon, ito, tanong, yung logarithm of 10 ba ay equal sa 1? Yes sir. Bakit? Kasi po, yung log na wala pong nakalagay sa base is 10. So meaning that is logarithm of 10 to the base 10, that is simply 1. So simply, this is just equal sa 1/2 times negative 3 times 1, which is equal sa negative 3 over 2. So, as simple as that. Okay, so hoping na nagets mo to. So, ito another property, dagdag mo dito. Okay, so now, let's move on dun sa ating number 2. So, give the numerical value of logarithm of 81 to the base 3 over logarithm of 9 to the base 3. Okay, so ngayon, ito yung magiging technique natin. Actually, so, kung napapansin nyo, yung 81 is something na to the power of 3. Bakit sir, paano mo nasabing power of 3? Si 9 kasi power of 3 din eh. For example, 3 times 3, that is 9. So, yung 9 is equivalent sa 3 raised to 2. Ngayon, sa 81 is something na 3 times 3, that is 9. Times 3, that is 27. Times 3, that is 81. So, meaning, base 3 din siya. Sorry, na ano. So, ang gagawin natin is just, yung 81 na yan is 3 raised to 4. So, this is just logarithm. Okay, logarithm to the base 3 ng 3 raised to 4 all over logarithm to the base 3 ng 3 raised to 2. Now, ano unahin natin? Sir, pwede na pong quotient? No, hindi pwede. Bakit? Meron kasi tayong part sa taas pa. So, baba muna natin yung exponent nila. So, this is just equal to 4 logarithm to the base 3 or logarithm of 3 to the base 3 all over 2 logarithm to the base 3 of 3. So ngayon, may napansin ka rin, no? Sir, ang sabi mo po, sir, sabi ng rule na to, pag parehas po yung base dun sa number, that is equal to 1. Pag parehas po yung base to number, that is equal to 1. So this is just simply 4 times 1 all over 2 times 1, which is equal sa 4 over 2. Now, 4 divided by 2 is just simply 2. So therefore, the answer is 2. Okay, so ganun kasimple. Now, wag mo rin laging ipilitin na dapat pumarehas ako sa base. Okay, so hindi sa lahat ng oras possible na pumarehas siya sa base. So take note of that. Okay, so again, nagkataon lang dito sa example na to. Okay, so now, let's move on sa ating example. So let's have the logarithm. So finding the value of x dun sa ating logarithm. Okay, so actually magdadagdag ako dito ng letter F and G. So I think kailangan ko siyang dagdag kasi wala akong example ng exponential function. So paano mag-simplify ng exponential function? Okay, so now let's move on, no? So we have letter A, logarithm of 4 to the base x is equal to 1/2. So for letter A, solve for x to so logarithm to the base x or logarithm of 4 to the base x is equal to 1/2. Okay, so paano natin solve to? So by the rule, so again, by the rule of logarithm to exponential, ito yung gagawin nyo lagi. Convert nyo siya to exponential para malaman natin anong idea yung gagamitin natin dito. Okay, so now let's move on dito. So this is just equal sa x raised to 1/2. Sir, bakit? Kasi ito yung base. Raised to 1/2 is equal to 4. Okay, so meaning, ano to? So this is just equal sa, yung x raised to 1/2, this is just equal sa square root of x is equal to 4. Ngayon, sir, paano po namin isolve yung may square root of x? So I really don't know kung naturo siya. So if ever may square root of x, paano natin tatanggalin yung square root? I-raise sa 2. So sir, paano kung cube root? I-raise sa 3. Sir, paano po pag fourth root? I-raise sa 4. Ganun na kasimple. So, ibig sabihin, yung square root of x na yan, dahil alam kong 2 yan, this is square root of x raised sa 2 is equal to, syempre, kung anong ginawa sa left side, gagawin din sa right side, that is 4 raised sa 2. So, ano mangyari? Cancel yung radical sign, this is just x is equal to 4 raised sa 2, that is simply 16. So, therefore, the value of x is 16. Ganun siya, kasimple. O, di ba? Basic. Okay, so next for letter B. So we have logarithm of 1 over 36 to the base 6 is equal to x. Okay, so ganun ulit, no? Gawin natin siyang exponential. So we have 6 raised to x. So this is just 6 raised to x is equal to 1 over 36. Okay, so now, aware ka na yung 36 is something base power of 6. So, not base. So, base 6, power of 6 siya. Bakit sir? 6 times 6 is 36. So, ayun na yung mga hint dito. No? So, nakita ko na 6 to. So, I think possible to, no? Na 6 times 6. So, kung napansin mo, no? I-multiply ko sa sarili niya. Okay, lumabas siya. So, for example, 216 yan. So, 6 times 6 times 6. So, alam ko pa rin power of 6 pa rin siya. Okay? So, yung 36 na yan, gagawin ko siyang power of 6 lang. So, this is just 6 raised to x is equal sa 1 over 6 raised sa 2. Ngayon, may rule ang exponential function. So again, may rule ang exponential function. So whenever meron tayong same base, so again, rule 2 rule of exponential function or equation rather. Rule of exponential equation. So whenever meron akong a raised to x at meron akong a raised to y, so ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag meron akong equation na kung saan parehas silang naka-exponential, okay? So exponential sila in form, tapos parehas ng base. So ano yung base na tinutukoy ko? Yung a. So this implies, okay, so this implies that x is equal to y. So ganun kasimple. Pag nakita mo na parehas ng base, yung exponent equate mo na. Ganun kasimple. So now, dito sa part na to, parehas na ba sila ng base? Hindi pa po, sir. Bakit? Ito ay 6 raised to x. Ito ay 1 over 6 raised to 2. So kung napansin mo, since 1 over 6 raised to 2 siya, so napansin mo sa rule of exponent, pag nasa ilalim, pwede ko siyang iangat para lang magkaparehas. So this is just 6 raised to x is equals to 6 raised to negative 2. Okay, so alalahanin mo yung rule of exponent na yan. Okay, so yung 6 raised to negative 2 magiging 1 over 6 raised to 2. So yung 1 over 6 raised to 2 is 6 raised to negative 2. Now, pasok na ba yung rule na to? Parehas na ba sila ng base? Yes po. Since parehas sila ng base, by the rule of the equation or exponential equation, we have x is equal to negative 2. So therefore, this is the answer. Yun ang kasimple. Okay, so hoping na clear tayo dyan. So now, move tayo dun sa ating next example. No? So I think sa likod ko na siya sasagutan. Di ko na napagkasya, di ko natansya ang ating papel. So we have logarithm of 1,000 is equal to x. So, I think dito ka nalalagay. So, letter C. So, logarithm of 1,000 is equal to x. So, now, again, aware tayo na yung common logarithm. So, since walang base, I'll get a common logarithm. So, now, convert natin siya into exponential. This is 10 raised to x is equal to 1,000. Okay, and then aware tayo na yung 1,000 is base 10 kasi that is 10 times 10, 100 times 10, 1,000. So ilang base 10? Tatlo. So this is just 10 raised to x is equal to 10 raised to 3. So since parehas na ng base, this is simply x is equal to 3. Super basic. Okay, so alternative solution, lagay ko lang alternative. So may naisip kasi akong solution. So, hindi ko sinasabing mag-alternative solution kayo Okay, so, napansin ko kasi na ito ay logarithm base 10 raised to, logarithm of 1,000 base 10 is equal to x. So, pwede ko kasi gawin ganito. So, yung logarithm, yung 10, ay yung 1,000 gawin kong 10 raised to 3 is equal to x. By property of logarithm, bababa lang siya. So, this is just 3 logarithm of 10 base 10 is equal to x. And aware tayo na pag parehas ng base sa kayong number sa loob, that is simply 1. So this is just simply 3 times 1 is equal to x, or simply 3 is equal to x. So therefore, parehas sila. Okay, so kung applicable naman yung property natin ng logarithm, kung kaya mo naman siya i-apply, why not, diba? Okay, so tuloy mo lang. Okay, so next yung example natin next is, I think, check ko na lang letter D, no? Check ko yung letter D. So, yung letter D. So, I don't know kung parehas pero check ko lang yung aking kodigo. So, we have logarithm of 3 to the base x is equal to 2. So, check ko na nga rin para ma-sure natin. Yun, tama naman. So, again, by the rule of exponent, this is just 2 raised to 2. So, this is just 2 raised, x raised to 2 is equal to 3. So, ngayon, iba naman to sa kanina. So, yung kung kanina is square root, ang square root of x, ito naman ay x squared. So, ano naman gagawin pag x squared? I-square mo naman. Okay, so, not i-square. I-square root mo naman. So, extract mo lang yung root both sides. So, square root of x squared is equal to square root of 3. So, therefore, this is just x is equal to square root of 3. Okay, so ganun kasimple. So again, so baka may nagtatanong, sir, positive and negative is square root of 3. No, ang kukunin lang natin is positive is square root of 3. Why? Ang base natin is always possible ba? Check ko lang. Yes, ang base natin is always positive. So, hindi siya pasok sa negative. Kasi base siya eh. No? So, sinasabi na yung B natin ay laging greater than or equal sa 0 or B is not equal to 1. So, meaning something positive. So, ano ba yung square root of 3? Ang square root of 3 natin is... So, ayun no. So, bakit siya square root of 3? Ulitin ko lang no. So, hindi ko sure kung naputol or what. Parang naputol kasi yung video. So, again, yung square root of 3 is 1.73, no? Positive siya. So, yung negative square root of 3, that is negative 1.73. So, now, nagkataon kasi na yung x natin is yung base. Okay, so since may restriction na pagiging base natin, yung base ng logarithm. So, ano ba yung base ng logarithm? Dapat greater than 0 siya, tapos hindi equal sa 1. So, meaning, something mas mataas sa 0, pero hindi equal to 1, pero napakataas. So, ito ay pasok. So, kaya hindi is square root of 3. Hindi natin kinuha yung negative square root of 3. So, baka kasi may nagtanong about that. Okay, so last is yung pinaka-last na example bago matapos yung video na to. So, I think ito yung pinakamahaba. No? So, this is, ano ba yun? Hindi ko makita. Ayan. E raised sa 2x minus 5 e raised sa x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so ito ay medyo may touch ng quadratic. So, sorry no, na-update ko. Pero, syempre, kailangan natin yan. Kailangan natin i-expand or palawakin ang inyong mga mindset. So, huwag tayong close lang na ito lang dapat sa inyo. So, dapat kaya nyo rin yung mga bagay na ginagawa ng mga math major. So, that's why I'm teaching you yung mga kahit pa na extreme to hard, something na ganyan. Actually, extreme to hard, no? Parang bumalik. So, from medium to extreme part. So, ito yung medyo extreme part niya, no? So, let's have e raised to 2x minus 5 e raised to x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, no? So, paano kaya ito, sir? So, sa calcu, no? Kaya ito sa calcu ko, eh. Yabang, no? So, alpha e raised to 2 alpha x minus 5 check ko lang ang calcu. Alpha e raised sa alpha x plus 4 shift equal, ay nako, kamali ako. Shift solve. Nakalimutan ko na kung paano magano. Sorry. Nakalimutan ko na paano i-calcu. No, so nakalimutan ko na eh. Sorry guys. So, ganito na lang, mano-mano na lang natin. Masasolve naman natin yan. Okay. So, ganito guys, no. Nakita mo yung e raised to 2x, sa akin yung e raised to x. No, so, example ko lang. Kumbaga, ano lang tayo dito, konting singit lang tayo. So, for example, meron akong 4 raised sa 3x. Okay. So, yung 4 raised sa 3x na yan, pwede ko siyang gawin siyang ganito, by the rule of exponent. So, this is just 4 raised sa x raised sa 3. Or, pwede ring 4 raised sa 3 raised sa x. So, again kasi commutative yung ating multiplication, no? So, yung 3 times x tas yung x raised to 3. So, ang ginawa ko lang, yung x tinira ko, yung 3 nilabas ko. Or yung 3 tinira ko, yung x nilabas ko. So, pwede yung ganyang rule. Okay, so anong gagawin natin? So, nakikita mo yung e raised to 2x na yan. So, pwede kong gawin yung ginagawa ko doon. So, dito sa part na to, pwede kong gawin na yung e raised to x na yan. Gawin kong raised sa 2. So, same lang naman sila. Okay, then minus 5 e raised to x plus 4 is equal to 0. Ngayon, kung napapansin mo, meron akong e raised to x dito. Meron akong e raised to x dyan. Okay, so magle-let lang si sir, no? Let ko lang, no? So, let natin na y is equal to e raised to x. So, na-let ko lang. So, pwede mo rin gawin, pwede mong hindi. So, yung let y is equal to e raised to x, that is, simply, magiging y raised sa 2, so y squared na siya, minus 5y plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so napansin mo nangyari. Say, from exponential naging quadratic, pero nag-let ka lang. Pero, in nature, ibig sabihin na itong part na to is x is quadratic. So, naka-exponential siya, pero in nature siya ay quadratic. So, meaning, kaya natin siya isolve using quadratic. So, now, may tatlong way para isolve natin itong quadratic na to. So, that is by the use of quadratic formula, by factoring, or by completing the square. So, I think, mas okay na naituro ko yung ating quadratic kasi napaka-common niya. So, kung dadagdag ko pa yung pagturo ng factoring sa completing the squares, parang napaka-haba na, no? So, by quadratic formula, so lagay ko na lang yung quadratic formula natin dito, no? So, QF, this is equal sa negative b, positive negative square root ng b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so for the equation, so for the quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So meaning, kung ano yung coefficient nung ating naka-y squared o naka-x squared, yun yung a. Kung ano yung coefficient nung x o nung variable na naka-raise sa 1, yun yung b. Kung ano yung coefficient lang or yung constant term, yun yung c. So dito sa part na to, ano yung coefficient nung naka-raise sa 2? Ang coefficient nung naka-raise sa 2 is simply, sabi mo wala. Sir, wala. Meron. That is 1. Again meron yan. So, pag wala ka nakikita, automatic 1. So, ang coefficient, ang A natin dito is automatic 1. Ang B natin dito is automatic negative 5. Sir, ba't negative 5? Sir, positive dun eh. So, again, kasi negative yan. Okay, so kung plus yan, so positive 5. Okay, so ito yung variable na naka-raise sa 1. Ito yung variable na naka-raise sa 2. Okay, then, ito yung constant which is yung 4. So, this is simply equals sa 4. Now, apply natin siya sa ating quadratic formula, which is yun. So, that is negative b. So, kung napansin nyo, no? So, by QF, so para ma-solve na yung y, so again, y is just equal sa negative b. So, ano yung negative b? Ito ay negative of negative 5. Okay, then, plus minus, this is just plus minus square root ng b squared. So, b squared is negative 5 raised sa 2. Minus 4, a. Ano yung a? That is 1. Ano yung c? That is 4. Okay, then all over 2 times 1. Okay, so hoping na nakakasunod. Then simplify natin further. So, negative times negative, that is positive. So, this is simply positive 5, then plus minus square root of negative 5 raised sa 2, that is 25. Then 4 times 1, that is 16. All over 2. Kasi 2 times 1 is 2. So now, 25 minus 16 is simply 9. So y is just equal sa 5 plus minus, this is square root of 9 over 2. Okay, so note that the square root of 9 is just 3. So this is y is equal to 5 plus or minus 3 all over 2. So may dalawang part yan. So kaya sa plus minus. So yung una is 5 plus 3. Yung una is 5 plus 3 over 2 is equal to 8 over 2, that is 4. Yung sunod is 5 minus 3 over 2. So that is simply 2 over 2, which is 1. So may dalawang value daw tayo ng y. So ano yung dalawang value ng y? Ang dalawang value ng y natin is si 4 and 1. Okay, so ano yung hinahanap natin? Yung value ng x. So note, ano yung y? Yung y natin is e raised to x. Okay, so aware tayo na yung una, yung e raised to x daw ay equal sa 4. Then yung pangalawa, yung e raised to x daw ay equal to 1. Okay, so now, paano naman natin isosolve pag ganyan? So ngayon, sir, ito po hindi pa naturo sa amin. Yes, hindi ko pa ito naturo, no? So, sir, paano yun, no? Paano namin gagawing base e, yung 4? Paano namin gagawing base e, yung 1? Imposible. Again, to be honest, imposible. So now, ito naman yung technique. Whenever nakakita ka naman ng expression na kung saan hindi mo kayang i-represent sa parehas na base, ang i-apply mo naman is kukunin mo yung logarithm both side. But in this case, ang kukunin mo is e. So since merong e, automatic gagamitin mo is ln. Again, since merong e, ang automatic gagamitin mo is ln. So mamaya ko nila sasabihin bakit. So we have ln of e raised to x is equal to ln of 4. Dito naman, ln of e raised to x is equal to ln of 1. So now, so may rule ulit na bababa lang yung x. So sinabi ko naman sa inyo, this is x, tapos ln of e is equal to ln of 4. Then dito is x, ln of e is equal to ln of 1. Ngayon, i-ask ko kayo about sa ln. So ano ba ulit yung ln o yung natural logarithm, guys? So recall lang na yung ln of e is just equal sa logarithm base e of e. Tama? Again ay, yung ln is logarithm base e of e. So ano dapat yung ito? So by the rule, this is just simply 1. Okay, so again fix nyo so. So meaning ln of e is just 1. So this is just x times 1, this is x is equal to ln of 4. So ito na yung ating sagot dito. Next, para dito naman. So ln of e is just simply 1. So equals sa ln of 1. So ano naman yung ln of 1? Ln of 1, so ito sa calculus kaya siya. That is simply 0. Okay, so this is just 0. So yung ln of 4 pwede? Yes, pwede naman yung ln of 4 actually. Okay, pero ito kasi, si ln of 1, fix nyo lagi sa mindset nyo. O, pag may nakita kang ln of 1, automatic 0. Okay, so ngayon, i-check natin sino dyan yung possible na sagot, no? So, sino ba yung possible na sagot dyan, no? So, kung 0 yung gagamitin natin, ito check nyo lang ha. Kung 0 gagamitin natin, e raised to 2x, so magiging 0 to. E raised to 0 is 1. 5 e raised to 0 is 1. So, this is 1 minus 5, that is negative 4 plus 4, 0. So, okay, ibig sabihin root to. Okay, so meaning dalawa yung naging sagot natin ng value of x. Meaning si ln of 4, tapos si ln of 1 or si 0. So, ganito gawin nyo ha. Yung ln of e is always 1. Yung ln of 1 is always 0. Yun yung dalawang effects nyo. So, parang ilagay nyo siya sa utak nyo. So, ngayon, balik tayo dito sa sinasabi ko. No? So, sa lahat ba ng oras, ln yung i-apply? Again, i-apply ko lang yung ln pag nakita kong e. Or yung e yung nakita ko. Pero pag hindi e nakita ko, anong gagawin nyo? So, for example, nagkataon na lumabas is 3 raised to x is equal to 1. I think 4. So, in this case, ang labo no? So, sir, ang labo po dyan. Ang labo po siyang kumbaga, yung 4, hindi po natin kayang gawang base 3. Yes, no? So, kung ganyan yung case, apply mo naman is common logarithm. Again, i-apply mo is common logarithm. Dalawa, no? Is either ln or common. So, a-apply mo yung common logarithm. So, gagawin mo, apply common logarithm both sides. This is logarithm of 3 to the x is equal to logarithm of 4. Okay, then, bring down yung x. So, that is x logarithm of 3 is equal to logarithm of 4. Then, divide both sides by logarithm of 3. Then, logarithm of 3. So, this is simply x is equal sa logarithm of 4 over logarithm of 3. Okay, so now, since may ganyan tayo, no, so wala namang rule dyan, so pwedeng ito na yung sagot, or pwedeng i-calculate mo pa. So again, okay naman ako sa ganyan sagot, no. So for example, logarithm, so base 10, so kulang ako sagot, no. Logarithm base 10 of 4 over logarithm base 10 of 3. So, hindi kasi kaya ng calculate yun eh. So, yun. Ang sagot is 1.26 something. So, kung gusto mo kunin yung fraction, ay yung decimal part na yun, okay lang. Pero, okay na ako sa ganitong sagot actually, guys. Okay? So, hoping na naturo ko sa inyo lahat, no? So, kung paano yung way, paano tayo mag-solve ng logarithmic and exponential function. So, hoping na nakatulong siya. Okay? So, hoping na marami ka natutunan. So, actually, siguro marami ka natutunan ngayon. So, marami sigurong bago ka nakita ngayon. Pero, again, this is mathematics of the modern world. Napakalawak nito. Pero again, I'll make sure na marami kang matututunan kahit papano. So again guys, thank you for watching. Hoping na nag-enjoy ka kahit papano.